Welcome everybody to the third floor. Today is the day we go up to the third floor. We had some issues, but you know what? Make it on. We're gonna make it on. So first things first, you're gonna come in. You're gonna come in equipped. Like I got my melee weapons. I got some assault rifles and some handguns, modified and non-modified. So when you first come through here, there's going to be a floater bloater and 2 fast spiders, I believe. But if you hit the door and you hit crouch fast enough, you should be able to creep up and get a critical hit damage on this guy right here. And then moving forward, there's not really a way that I've found to sneak around where you get aggroed. So you're basically just going to have to duke it out with these guys. And you know what? They're weak sauce. They are weak sauce. So the sauce is not good. Do not eat it. Just take them out, man. And it's up to you if you want to roll in first with some food, and then resort to your bandages and first aid packs. After you take them out, there's this locker right here, and the locker right here usually gives you nothing good, except in case you actually perchance don't have enough water with you, or maybe some beans. It might give you some beans, maybe some beer, and the beer is practically only good if you're gonna go to the 4th floor. Now I'm creeping up over here against this wall. It allows me to come up and get a critical hit damage to kill this toxic spitter, and immediately crouch again so I can come over here and get a critical hit damage against the toxic abomination. And kind of from over here, you can switch back to a less heavy-duty weapon that has longer life and has a faster swing time. I'm not sure what it's called. So after you take those 2 guys out, the next major thing you're looking at here is you got a turret. You got one of them that comes, then you want it gone. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna use an assault rifle. Handgun will not get you close enough, and the bow and arrow is like, I don't know, picking cactus thorns out of your ass cheeks. So don't do it unless you really don't have a gun. I guess in that case you have no choice but to pick those cactus thorns. But this box usually gives you something good, so go ahead and open that puppy up, and sometimes a melee, sometimes a handgun, an assault rifle. It just depends. Some days, nothing good. And here you're gonna have a toxic abomination and 2 fast spiders. So be prepared for that. If you want to go in with melee, go for it. But there's really not a way to sneak around them. I've tried a lot of different ways, and nothing has seemed to have worked. So just duke it out. Just swing on them. Swing on them like they owe you lunch money. That's for sure. Just take them out. If you prefer, you can use weapons. In this walkthrough, like I said, I'm gonna use some weapons. So this may not be perfect for you if this is your first time through. If that's the case, I say stick to just doing what you can do in the beginning, and you'll accumulate those tickets until you have an assault rifle, until you have a handgun, until you have some of the stuff you need to and once you start going through it, like fully through the levels, you won't ever need green tickets, you won't ever need yellow tickets. You'll have plenty of them. Red tickets are where the problems are at. This left locker over here will usually always give you health supplies. The one on the right will usually give you basura, just trash, nothing of value. The next room to your left over here, below us, is going to be a frenzied giant, and I usually try and take my weaker weapons that are about to break, that aren't worth, or that aren't able to be modified in the lobby with the guy we freed from the second floor. So that way they don't waste my backpack. And as you can see here, like I'm tapping auto, I'm tapping the gun, I'm tapping auto, I'm tapping the gun, I'm tapping auto, I'm tapping the gun. So you're firing at least 150 to 200% the normal rate. and it definitely helps out as far as time it takes to kill these little bastards, fat bastards. Get in my belly. Yeah, these fat bastards gone down. Right away. But he's in that room now. If you come through here, crouch right away. That way you can sneak attack, get critical damage on a toxic spitter. This guy, there's no way to sneak attack, so just go ahead and attack him. Maybe run back and switch back to a lighter weapon that's going to have longer durability and finish him off. And below there's yet another frenzied giant. And go in full health just in case he does get his swing off on you, that you don't time it right or whatever it is. So, you know, load up a weapon or two, you know, one you're planning on breaking and one that you're thinking would finish him off, and hit him up with that. This works for all guns. The PSS, the handguns, the shotgun, all of it. So, and this is how I take out the blind ones. I do the same exact technique with the shotgun on the blind one. Auto shotgun, auto shotgun, auto shotgun. And I'm firing off like twice the rounds I normally would in the same amount of time. And these guys, I don't want to waste my my ammo on them. It's just 3 spitters. They're not spitting because you're in the bunker. You luck out on that one. They don't ever spit. You're in the bunker. Take them out. They usually drop a thing or two, whether you're in hard mode or whether you're just run through the 3rd floor. You got your little gas cloud over here. Kind of time that out. And load up an assault rifle, because over here you're gonna have a toxic abomination and a toxic spitter, and you can actually run to the kind of crouch crawl, walk over to the corner and just start firing on him and get a good amount of damage on him before he actually starts to head your direction. And then the first one that's going to come to you is going to be a toxic spitter, so you can decide whether or not you want to switch to a melee, take him out, and kind of run and kind of kite along the toxic abomination here. And the thing about that is, the toxic abomination, for the most part, I think it's just him, he has a hard time when you go around corners like real sharp and you stay close to the corner. He'll pause and then start going again, so that gives you time to kind of fire on him if you want to kite him along to kind of get some extra damage without getting hurt yourself. And over here you see we got a caged frenzied giant, a caged spitter. Perfect time to bust out that assault rifle. That's the only one's gonna reach him. Just take his ass out, because why deal with it later when you can just end it now? And you could do the same thing with a spitter if you want to. I don't, because I think it's easier to melee him. And from here you can crouch, come back in, and get a critical hit damage on one of these toxic abominations. And then from there, just kind of kite them along. It's up to you if you want to melee them. It's really up to you. At this point, I'm basing this off of my armor. You know, how much life do I have left on the armor? Do I think I'll make it through the rest of the level? I try and get through each level with 1 set of armor, because I try to do a lot of melee, and I don't care if they're wailing on me for the most part. As long as I time it well enough that they don't do too much damage, and I'm not, spending too much health, spending too much food on healing, and wasting away the body armor that I have. And I try to go through the food first, and then leave a little bit left in case I get hungry later, and then go with the bandages and first aid pack. So now I got 2 toxic abominations out of the way. Right here, just kind of kite him along, take him out. Time. You don't have to rush. He won't run at you. It gives you time to kind of like walk away, attack, walk away, attack, walk away, attack. So the best way to do it is definitely to go in with some handguns. Go in with at least 1 assault rifle, because you're going to need to take out the turret. And there's one other spot I'm going to show you that's it's kind of critical to have an assault rifle, because there's just so much that's thrown at you. There's 2 lockers here. Sometimes good stuff, most of the time good stuff, or decent stuff, I'll say. And semi-rarely. That's such a weird, like, vague thing to say. Semi-rarely. But anyways, it kind of does every now and then throw some garbage at you. And here's some more spitters. Just take them out. Having done this so many times, to me it's almost routine. A lot of this is real routine for me, and I go back every time it resets with the same hope. There's one thing I'm after, the holy grail of things I'm after, and I have yet to get it. That fucking tank. Okay, so here you got Abomination, Spitter. That's what's left behind after you took out the Frenzy Giant. And here, now you get time to take out the Frenzy Giant. You can spend your time attacking him with melee. And go ahead and collect your rewards. And in this other room over here, it's going to be another Frenzy Giant. And this Frenzy Giant is guarding a chest. So it's kind of good. You do get a yellow or red ticket out of the Frenzy Giant, and then you get the chest. But be careful. Run back to the door as soon as you open it, because I have been killed there before, and somehow I must have aggroed him before the door opened, and he was ready. He had his fist cocked back, and he was like, I'm gonna get this little puto. But you know what? You live, you learn. And from here, like I said, just hit all these things, man, because it's all gonna give you XP for your skill trait. This vending machine over here, you can rate it. Right here, I don't think I've actually ever successfully snuck them and got a critical hit. I'm not sure if I need a longer weapon or what, but I get pretty close, like really close, and then nothing happens. It's like there's no critical hit. They see me and they're like, hey, this guy smells like flesh, and they just want my flesh. So take them out, and from here it's just we're on the downhill side from here. You can equip a nice little weapon here and creep over here to the far right side, back up over to the side. You don't want to go too far because you don't want the Frenzy Giant to just kind of aggro you right away either. You just want to get him right away, so you can get the Frenzy Giant alone, so you can just kite him along and take him out. I usually take him out with melee weapons. This is usually a pretty good area because you got the Frenzy Giant, you're looking at a red ticket maybe, and not only that, the lockers that they are in each room are usually pretty decent. I'm not going to say they're phenomenal, that they are to die for, that they're that great, but they're worth taking a look. It's probably going to have something you want or don't have already or need some of. But from here I can just kind of ammo auto, and just take him out. Just kite him along. Hey buddy. Hey little guy. I heard you like some lead. I got some lead for you. No one ever told you about lead poisoning. You're down. That's about it. So that's right there. Okay, so hit the locker. See what treasures it holds for you. Okay, no, see nothing that great. That's some mechanical and electrical, scrapping levels, or helps you get the level. Sometimes you'll get some red tickets, yellow tickets in those lockers. But you got 1, 2, 3. In these 3 rooms we're going through, 4 rooms we're going through, there's 3 Frenzy Giants. Okay, here we go again. Rubber parts and a gold watch. I actually thought the gold watch was going to be more valuable when I started the game because it's a fucking gold watch. But I'm wrong. Okay, so this deactivates the laser beams in the southwest corner of the screen. And you got a lock over here. Go ahead and unlock it. See what kind of goods it holds for you. It may or may not hold what you want. Some electrical stuff, which is cool. I'm still like at 42 out of 50 on my levels for electrical scrapping. As of right now, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with electronic circuits. So it used to be like, oh man, I need that for something. But right now I don't need that for anything. So I'm just kind of saving them. But you can get those out of the shit, I don't know what the hell they're called. Those little gray boxes. They look like amplifiers for like a sub system. Okay, so in the room up over here, have at him. Just kind of along. Or, you know, an equipped weapon with plenty of health, or a weapon you're willing to break, and another weapon to take over right away afterward. If you have the other pocket, then you don't even have to worry. You still got health and 2 weapons and you know, on your person at the same time that you can switch to. There's a locker over there. Sometimes holds good stuff. Sometimes the lockers have actually given me more red tickets than the actual Frenzied Giants I've taken out. Following this, what we're going to see is that there's a Toxic Abomination, Toxic Spitter, and I believe another Toxic Abomination after that. So really you just want to take out the weakest one right away. You want to take out the runt of the litter pronto. Just stomp on him. I'm going with melee because I went with a lot of melee this time around because I wanted to show you guys can save a lot of weapons going through here. You don't need like a ton of weapons to go through the 3rd floor. You're gonna need some weapons, don't get me wrong, for the way that I approach it. But I wanted to show you that you can get by with a full set of armor coming in, and disregard the football helmet, because even with the regular old military hat, I would have gone the same duration of time. I think it might have saved me like a tiny bit of like health, but really like I'm still rocking 75%, you know, the other gear. And plus I have like a crap ton of helmets and SWAT helmets and stuff like that. And so I had already unlocked the red box, and it had a gas mask. So right here I'm showing you pretty much you just gotta run to the back and unlock, take, and then run back out. I remember before I had some of the like the gas resistance skill traits. Did it by the time I was done unlocking those crates, taking what I wanted and got out, the gas mask was already in the red. Now it's still blue, but honestly, what am I gonna do with that? That's like a partial gas mask. I'm not gonna equip it, go in there again and try and do it again in a different round, because I'm gonna start getting hurt. So they're pretty much just trash anyways after that, because that's the only thing you really need them for. So from here, so I'm gonna show you this room right here. This is another room where you would definitely want assault rifles. I don't know, I mean, unless you had full armor and some medical packs, you got a lot of guys coming at you. It's really easy to get carried away and get killed here if you aren't watching your health, if you're not full armor, if you don't have a decent weapon. So honestly, this is a room you don't have to do, and it's almost actually a waste to do, because usually you don't get out what you put into it. As far as like, I'm using an assault rifle, and I won't likely get one back the same health I put in, you know, so you don't really get out what you put into. So I usually skip it unless like the rate requirement is to, you know, to clear the 3rd floor, or if I just feel like doing it, which is almost never, because you really don't get, oh, I'm sorry guys, like right here I was running into some connection issues because I was at work and kind of like in the sticks, way out in the boonies, out, you know, of the city I live in here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and wasn't getting the greatest connection. It might happen a couple more times, I believe. Anyways, so once you've kited all these guys along, taking them out, like I said, you're gonna, I usually go in an assault rifle. You can usually take out one guy right away. If not, kite him along, take him out, rest of the way back. You can usually get them done before you pass the little gas toxic spray thing in that hallway. After you take out, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, just look at the loot that you get out of these 2 crates. It's really almost not worth it at all, guys. I avoid it. There's a couple things I avoid here. In the 2nd floor, there's these 2 You know, floater bloaters that guard a computer desk. The computer desk gives you nothing, and the floater bloaters almost never give you anything of real value. It's a waste. Honestly, it's a real waste. It's tragic. You think they should award you depending on the severity of like the opponents you have. But once you come in this room, you can crouch, take one out, and just kind of duke it out from there. Like I said, go in with this with a full set of armor and expect to maybe need a little more armor just to wrap it up. I believe I did. Here's the crate. If you go down further to the south of the screen, you're gonna see there's a frenzied giant, and we're just gonna equip a weapon here because something with some life to take him out, because we don't want him to live. We want this guy. Him. Imagine if it was bacon. I think everybody would be going after him. We want the frenzied giant. I need some of that maple Jimmy Dean sausage and bacon. Unless you're a vegan, in which case you're like, he's got that cheese that melts just right and tastes like cheese. Man, I've been there. Hey, I've done the vegan diet. All right, this guy, you can crouch, come around his backside. Just went to the lower spine, hoping you will take him out pretty quickly. And you usually do. Just keep wailing. Just keep wailing. Unlike the Japanese, they need to quit wailing. They need to quit wailing. Creep up behind this guy, just take him out. He was telling your mama jokes, and all of them bad and personal. And creep again. This guy was laughing at the joke. Now he's the joke. You know what? Hey, joke's on you. Trick or treat. Smell my machete. Give me something good to eat, eh? And unlock the computer. We basically have two enemies here, unless you want to go into this other area full of toxic spitters, because you don't have the blueprint yet. But if you're in here for the first time, take them out, because it has a blueprint for something you don't have. So go ahead and walk in, creep in enough just to aggro him, not the frenzied giant. Take him out, just like before what we did with the other guys. If you need to, you know, set up a couple weapons that we could break the stuff that doesn't matter. Oh, I'm in my chonchons. I'm in my boxers now. You know, it's not bad timing though, because I really just have the frenzied giant left. That's all I really want to do. And the other room is like 6 toxic spitters. I don't really care to deal with. But you know what? If you haven't gone through here before, go through there, clear them, go and prepare health, clothing, armor, whatever, and a weapon that you're confident will last the duration of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those toxic spitters. And I tried to show you, right? I'm trying to show you, and these guys just ran at me. I'm like, fuck this, I'm out. Peace, I'm out. Deuces. And I ran back into the top. But it's okay. So that's basically what you need right there. That's the whole 3rd floor. That's that. That is that. All that's left is the 4th floor. And honestly, if you ask me, the 4th floor is just a waste of munitions. It's a horrible waste of ammo and guns. So don't do it. Also, I just want to show you guys, these are the images, the Rorschach images that they've produced and brought to us. They look so badass. They're chingon. They're sick, dude. They're very sick. Symmetrical. And it's supposed to be like, oh, what do you see? But you know, we all see the same things in here, I'm pretty sure, mostly, unless you're just kind of a little different. But these are pretty badass. They're on the Discord, they're on Twitter, and these are all images that they've produced that are, you know, different zombies, different, you know, things that are going on in the game, and they're pretty badass. And so here they are. I wanted to show them to you earlier, but I just been swamped with work. You know, working 70 hours a week is just, it's brutal. Sometimes it's very hard to get you guys the stuff I want to show you. And unfortunately, I may not be the first with this, but this is what they put out. Now, these are pretty badass. These are pretty badass, guys. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out yet, you know, it's in the under settings in the game. Just go to the Discord. They keep you updated on game news, server news. They have auctions. They've got a lot of things that are going on in the Discord. And the Twitter, it's Twitter. So there's things there to check out. I want to thank you guys again very much for watching. Thank you very much. This is the third floor. Coming soon, fourth and others.